Hello, my name is Lauren. I'm a stylist at Fierce Salon and Spa in Nashville, Tennessee. If you've ever watched the red carpet at an award show, you've seen the next look we're going to create, a vintage style that shows off true glamour. This do-it-yourself version of the Hollywood wave is perfect for any event, especially if you want to look polished and elegant while leaving your hair down and soft. So you want to start by parting your hair into 3 sections from the bottom to the top. The first contains the hair in the back below the ears, all of this. The middle is like a horseshoe from one side to the other. And that, if you have really thick hair or if you have a lot of layers in your hair, it's okay if you split this into 2 rows instead of one big one. Now the third is going to be the very top. That's going to include your bangs, the very front of your hair, and also what we call the crown. And it's also going to make a horseshoe. Now once you do that, you're going to begin in the bottom section and you're going to curl everything in this section in the same direction. So to decide which direction you're going, you want to first decide, okay, which side do I part my hair on? Now, because I've already done some of this, you won't know, but Kristen actually parts her hair on the right side. So that means, in this case, you want that middle row to face the right side. So that means the first section we do will be the opposite. It'll face the left side. The curls will be up and down, but you'll curl them this way. Now, I've done a few of these already for you. And if you notice, I have done some with curling iron and some with hot rollers. It's okay to use either one of those. So you're going to take about 1-inch sections down the row, spray it down with your thermal setting spray about 2 or 3 times. This is the most important thing to helping your curls stay. You can use a comb or just your hands to smooth it through. Take your curling iron or your hot rollers and begin to curl the hair, in her case, to the left. If you're using a curling iron, do not curl the hair from the very ends to the top. You want to start right by her head. And then you curl it, let out some slack, curl it, let out some more slack until you get to the very end and it's in there. So once you've curled it, you want to grab that curl, if you've used a curling iron, and you want to take just a little clip like this, or you can use a bobby pin to secure the curl in place, just like that. And we're going to do this on the next one. If you're using hot rollers, it's very important that this little guy that clips in, the bigger part goes towards your head, and this part goes on the outside. If you have a clamp on your hot rollers, it's important that you do not clamp it in a way that makes a crease on the hair. You always want to go with the flow of the curl. So you can see I'm letting out some slack until the very ends of her hair are included. Now I have a little bit different kind of a curling iron, but that's okay. The kind that you use at home is gonna work just exactly the same. The kind I use is easier for me when I'm doing other people's hair. So everything on this row is going that way, and then everything on this row is gonna go this way like we already decided. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my inch and a half is okay, a little bit more is fine. Couple of sprays. Rub it through your hands, and you're gonna curl. If you don't normally use a curling iron or a flat iron to do your hair, I would really suggest that you do get some hot rollers. They're very easy to use, and you don't have to worry so much about making it perfect, just as long as you get it in there. When you're doing a soft look, it's also important to take pieces of the hair with the palm of your hand, not really with your fingers, don't rake through it, because that can break it up and it doesn't look quite as soft and pretty. Now, if you have pretty fine hair, you can take bigger sections than 1 inch. It's totally fine. And I know Kristen's hair pretty well, so I'm going to take a little bit bigger section on this for her. She has naturally curly hair already, and so her hair curls pretty easily. Now, if you're doing this on yourself and you're getting to the back section and you can't just grab that curl right when it falls, it's okay to let it fall and then just pick it up, wrap it around your fingers, and clip it in. All right, so once we get to the top, now if you remember, she parts on the right side. So we're gonna take 1 inch sections diagonally towards the eye of the side she does not part on. That means her left eye. We're gonna go this way. That's very important for this look. So, I'm gonna start right here. It is not super important that this looks perfect. The direction is really the main thing. And I always use a thermal spray. It's a heat protectant, but it also has a hold, so it really works to set your curl. If you're worried about your curls falling, you must use this product. My favorite is called Spray Starch. It's from Redken. It has a hold of 15, and in Redken's system, that's about halfway to the strongest hold that they have. So if you're doing this yourself, you're curling towards your face, but diagonally towards that eye. And again, we're curling a little bit, getting some slack, curling a little bit until those ends are in. Kristen has some really cute bangs that sweep to the side normally when she wears her hair. Do not do anything different to those pieces. They're going to combine with the rest of the hair. I encourage you, when you try this on yourself, make sure that you're not in a hurry. When you're learning something new, you don't want to rush yourself because you're just going to get frustrated. But once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take too long. So see if that fell out. I just wrap it around my fingers. Get it in place. So here is how you want to curl. And if you're using your hot rollers, that's fine too. So she is all set. And once you get that in, you want to spray it down with just a little bit of hairspray just to help it set. Now, wait until the hair is completely cooled off to take any of the curls down. Always remember, how it cools is how it stays. This is true anytime you curl your hair. So you want to go back to that beginning section that we did, that bottom row, and you want to go ahead and take them down. Now once I've taken this row down, she's got some really pretty curls. I'm going to use a very soft bristle brush and use my hands in combination to smooth these curls together. You want to make sure that you're using a bristle brush that has soft enough bristles that they can bend easily. That way, it doesn't brush all the curl out. But as you can see, this makes one big wave, one big section, and that's exactly what we want. Go ahead and do the exact same thing on the second row, or if you have very thick hair, the second and third rows. The clips that I'm using are called double prong clips. You can get them at Sally's. They're about $4 for 100. So they're very inexpensive and very helpful. You can also spray with a little bit of that thermal spray after you take them down. That's just gonna help them stick just a little bit more. So, I'm gonna use my brush the exact same way, very lightly. And at first you just wanna get it out, but then you're gonna use your hands to combine it with the hair that was on the bottom. So you're making these pretty, pretty waves that are very soft. So now we've just got the top left, and you're gonna take that down in the same way. Now from this angle you can see that her right side is all going the same direction, and that's exactly what we want. That's the side she parts on, the small side. All of that hair is gonna be together in one section at the end, and you want that to be all together as one thing. So then, once you've gotten everything down, you can use a shine product, either a serum or a polish. You can use a spray even if you're really happy with the way it looks already. And you're just gonna use your hands to smooth everything down. This is also a good trick if you have a lot of layers. You could even spray a little hairspray on your palms and smooth it down with your hands, and that's gonna make those layers stay in place. So now we only have one thing left to do. For this vintage look, it's really a great idea to take this small side and pin it back. You can use bobby pins, you could use a barrette, or you could use a pretty flower like we have right here. You just want to pin that back, and that way you get the pretty, pretty wave right there. So once you're totally satisfied with your look, go ahead and spray it down with a light hairspray. Close your eyes for me. You don't want to use anything too hard because you don't want this to look very crunchy. So then you've finished your loose Hollywood wave and you're ready for your own red carpet in just a few minutes. I hope this helped put another look in your wardrobe, and for more tips, check us out at fiercesalon.com.